had a really cool week and it's still going. And so I'm not really wanting to record this, but I told myself I'd do it every week, and it's now late on the weekend, and so here I am. But Jefferson came up and shot with us. We did a couple commercial projects that I got to tag along and help out with a little bit. And of course, last week I reflected on shooting some of the touch stuff that I had previously shot, and I've been playing with the footage there and just have a lot to think about. Definitely an eye-opening experience of, the more you learn, the more you realize you have to learn, kind of thing. My wife and I came out on a little vacation, left Thursday, and so I got a Friday, Saturday to just hang out, and I got to writing. Finally, it's been a long time, and I feel like it's different now. I'm not entirely sure how, but it feels different now that I've seen something that I imagined being shot and directed by someone else. And I feel like it's an eye-opening experience. It's an experience in seeing how your words and ideas impact another person, how they're received and translated into something that you imagined when you wrote it, but you couldn't actually see. Anyway, I got a lot to think about. I also made a switch from Final Draft to Caltex. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm trying it out. I really like the idea of collaborating. And I got my drafts, my episodes organized over there, and then started picking up with that pilot episode, Act 2. And I've been away from it long enough that it's really taken some effort to get back in. Not like I don't have energy or interest, but like I have to be intentional about reading what's there. I don't just know it. Like before I was writing so much, I knew it. I knew everything. Now it's gotten a little foggy, I guess. It comes back quickly, but looking at the breakdown that I did months ago now, and then going, all right, what did we write last? Got that, and my old first draft is still what comes after that first act that I rewrote, and so I'm trying to utilize that where it makes sense. Sometimes it does. More and more, I don't know. There's a lot that has to change, I guess. But it's really interesting to write having this kind of framework to guide you. Like, I know my characters, I know the feeling of the show, I have it in my head. But what needs to happen in each scene is spelled out in this breakdown. What needs to happen, what things need to get communicated, what conflicts there are, what it is each character wants, and what they actually get out of each scene. Like, in a sense, it's freeing, because now instead of trying to worry about does the big picture make sense, you can really focus on the drama of that particular scene. I don't know if I'm doing a particularly good job, but it's felt different and I like it. It's the first time I felt like I really understood why the breakdown is so important. And I think it hasn't really changed. I haven't changed the breakdown at all, but I think that when I get to the next breakdown I have to do, I feel like the way I write it will be a little bit different, less details and more big picture. But I don't know. My experience with learning is kind of this: the first time you're exposed to it, you hear all of this stuff and it just right over your head. It's a lot, and then somehow, and zipping by you, you capture this something. I describe it as hooks on a wall, right? We know we're going to come in and hang up our jackets now, so we're going to go ahead and put these hooks on the wall. And now, when we come in with our jackets next time, there's a place to hang them up. And it's kind of like that with learning. That first time, you don't really retain anything, but you kind of make space for it. And the next time it comes through, you know where to put it, and it starts to work for you. And that's kind of my experience coming back to script writing this time, and it's kind of fun. I also, another thing that I just feel like I'm playing with this footage that Jefferson shot, and I like it better, but I'm trying to edit it. I'm trying to set some music with it, and I've really struggled to figure that piece out. Like, I don't know if I can learn it, but for some reason it's just I keep missing it. And I sat down with my wife, and she went through a bunch of different options and actually found something that sounds better. I'm going to try that. But then, like, the color and the grading and making it feel right, like, I'm so lost. And this evening I got into studying color spaces, gamuts, and color management. And actually, it's something that I've known I'm weak on and needed to learn. But this evening, I'm digging into it, and I'm like, wow! Like, I feel like maybe I got those hooks in place sometime in the past, and tonight, some of it's starting to make sense. Maybe the big lesson here, well, the encouragement is these things that I struggle with. Things you might struggle with, don't give up. Just keep trying. It might not feel like you're learning anything, but you're making space for it, and one day that space will be ready, and the information will come again, and it'll find its place and stay with you, and you'll have this moment of feeling like, I'm getting it. We'll see what next week holds. I hope next week will allow me a little more time to keep writing. Glad I'm back, and I don't want to go through another lull like that. And maybe sometimes it's good, but I'd like to get through this first this pilot rewrite before I take another break. But I also want to work on this edit and figure out some of the color stuff better. So we'll see what lessons I learn from that I can share. Shooting on my cell phone tonight. I got these little lights that Jefferson told me I should buy. They're set on this like firelight mode. Isn't it pleasing? I was actually blown away by how just a tiny little light put in the right place can really add something to the picture. So I still don't know how to light very well, but hey, I scattered some lights around so that I could see myself in the picture here. But I'm shooting my cell phone because I really want to get back to studying color management. It's exciting stuff. Anyway, still don't know what I'm doing, but hey, I'm doing it. You do the same.